Hello, my name is Curtis Deerling, and this presentation is for the final project discussion, Activity 7.2. It is for JUS515. My name is Curtis Deerling, and I will be covering the CSI effect and juror expectations. And just real quick, here is the table of contents. So quick on the literature review, we're going to look at the CSI effect. Once again, it is the influence of forensic-themed TV shows on juror expectations in real-life trials. The juror expectations, they usually have unrealistic expectations, or they want evidence, forensics, DNA, because they see it on the TV, it's exciting, and this has an impact on the prosecution. Here's the literature review. This is stuff I referenced, but I really didn't include a study. I want the study to be my own work. I do reference this just because it kind of gave me some ideas and starting points. Shelton, 2006, he had an article, and I'll read it kind of verbatim, conducted a foundational study examining how frequent viewers of crime television shows develop unrealistic expectations about forensic evidence during trials. Findings revealed such viewers were more likely to demand specific evidence in all types of criminal cases. In Cole and Villa, 2007, they had an article, and to quote it, they critically analyzed the concept of the CSI effect, the questioning whether the media portrayed genuinely reshaped jurors' behavior and merely reflect the broader societal fascination with science and justice. They argue the effect is frequently cited. Empirical evidence is limited and often anecdotal, suggesting for more study. So that made me think I'm going to run my own data using Reddit, Google surveys, SurveyMonkey, a lot of good online sources to with people with different aspects of life, different scenarios. And Schweitzer and Sachs, 2007, expose the psychological mechanisms that are behind the CSI effect, highlighting the jurors unconsciously inflate the value of forensic evidence. So that's a good point. Is these shows tend to always put the the finale, the big secret, in on forensics. A thumbprint, if the OJ glove effect, I guess I'm making this up on the fly. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. So there's always something, a bloody knife, a hidden hair, hidden DNA found last minute. There's always a catch. And from most forensics I talk to, it's not that exciting. Most forensic people that work in the field, you don't work the same case. So TV is definitely misleading in that aspect. Moving forward, Holmgreen or Holmgreen in Fordham, 2011, focused on the perceptions of legal professionals. Their study found that judges and attorneys, largely the CSI effect, influences jurors, particularly in raising the burden of proof for the prosecutors. However, the actual impact appears to vary widely based on jurors' background, trial type, and specific evidence presented. So I'm leaving that at that. Moving forward. So just real quick on this slide, the purpose of the study is to examine is the CSI effect real? Especially it aims to determine if regular viewers of crime dramas, what they expect in court. Do they expect forensic evidence all the time? Do they expect DNA? Does a CSI correct? Does it create an unrealistic standard for prosecutors? for trial outcomes, and also how understand how the media shapes perceptions of forensic science. And just continue real quick. So the purpose of this study is to look at the CSI effect and the influence and expectations. Mainly, people value forensic evidence over other types of eyewitness testimony, and how much the television affects people. And what did I do? We're going to touch it. The study surveyed 30 participants, and they found that those who frequently watch TV and more reluctant to convict without forensic evidence. So to repeat that, the study will get in more details. 30 people, and just to see how much TV over this broad, what percentage watch forensic television, and how does it affect their decision making. Here's some empirical questions. Do crime TV viewers expect forensic evidence in trials? Are viewers less likely to convict without it? Does viewing frequency correlate with expectations? Do demographics affect this correlation? And how do perceptions differ based on media consumption? Here's my hypothesis. I basically believe the CSI effect is an issue. It's a growing problem, mainly with shows Bones, Dexter, Criminal Minds, Law and Order, the true crime channels that are free. People are addicted to drama. They're addicted to murder. They're addicted to. There's just tons of it on Netflix, free TV, etc. So I basically believe it's an issue. And once again, what did I do? A quantitative between subjects design was used. Independent variables were viewing frequency, forensic presence, the dependent variable, willingness to convict. Okay, and once again, 30 people at different demographics, ages. So these are the variables that were kind of focused on the most. So how did I do this? 15 questions, 30 people, use different demographics, and use Google Forms, Reddit, and different survey structures. The responses that were scored on like a Likert type 1 to 5 scale, higher scores indicated stronger forensic reliance, and data was analyzed descriptively. That was on like demographic questions, and if someone was more likely to watch something. The rest were yes, no, straightforward style. Once again, the operational definition, what is CSI effect? We already been over this. This is more of a formal definition, and it refers to the influence of crime shows on jurors' expectations once again. So we're going to look at what did I find, and I think we have to start out. Here's some sample survey questions. And on that scale, how frequently do you watch CSI TV shows? Never, rarely, occasional, frequently. Number two, would you feel comfortable convicting someone without forensic evidence? Yes or no? Do you consider forensic the most reliable compared to testimonial, circumstantial, eyewitness type of testimony? Yes or no? Do you feel like forensic evidence is trustworthy in general? Fair question, I think. Do you believe in TV shows that accurately represent real life investigations? Very important question. Some people still think reality TV and pro wrestling is real. So people are kind of, lack of better terms, not that bright when it comes to certain things. Fair question asked. Uh, Here's a sample consent form. Surveys voluntary. They can be anonymous. They can quit anytime. So what did I find? Here's the results. TV viewing frequency and occasional and also non-viewers. TV viewing frequency distribution. 31% watch crime scene shows frequently. Others varies between 31 watch shows frequently. And there's occasional and also non-viewers we're going to look at. So that ones that view it the most were at 31% out of the 30 people. So what did I find continuing on? Here's a chart I made. So never watch out of 30 people, 20% never watch. Rarely watch, 34%. Occasionally, 15%. Frequent viewers is at a 31%. So a pretty good portion at 31%. And once again, this was conducted through Reddit and Google survey. Reddit mainly was a more reliable people responded to. Some other information I gathered from the questionnaires. Do you believe forensic TV shows affect jury decision making? So yes, a high number is 60%, no 25, and not sure 15%. Very interesting statistic. So what did I find continued? Okay, willingness to convict without forensic evidence. Would not convict, people would think about 85%. Convict without forensics, about 15%. I think there was some reading, I can't quote it, but there is some subconscious stuff that you do, you don't even know you're doing it. I think that plays a lot in when it comes to the CSI effect. So this is easier said than done, but this is an important part of the survey, I do. So what does it mean? Let's touch on that. What does it mean? Discussion. It, in my opinion, it helps confirm the CSI effect. It studies supports the existence of the CSI effect and the high juror expectations. Okay, uh, jurors rely on the portrayals they see on TV. Concerns for justice, just the over reliance on forensic evidence can lead to wrongful acquittals, and jurors may undervalue eyewitness confessions. I don't know how you would turn down a confession, but it could be possible. And just undercutting other strategic legal tactics and legal implications. Prosecutors, because of that, face pressure to present forensic evidence, even when it's unnecessary, just to entertain the jurors. Kind of stressful. Defense strategies, like I said, the defense strategies may encounter unrealistic beliefs because of TV, and once again, the jury's not there to be entertained. It should be impartial. So we're going to take this home and wrap it up. The conclusion of this, I think the CSI effects is because of popular TV shows. I think it's leading to problems, and I think the surveys says it all. I think that jurors have a realistic idea of what they actually know versus the evidence presenting in front of them, and that's what we're taught as we don't speculate, we are looking at evidence that's presented in front of us, and I think that's the issue is jurors want to make the trial some exciting drama where it may not be there, and that can distort their truth, it may distort the outcome, it may distort justice, which is most important. And thank you for looking at this And here's my references that I referenced earlier. Um, Very nice articles worth looking into. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Professor. I've really enjoyed and learned a lot in this class. And I'm open to feedback for any student that wants to comment. I went a few minutes over. I may edit it down. I appreciate your time. Have a good day. Thank you, everybody. Best of luck. Much love to everybody. Thank you.